Hi. The world-famous prophet, Mrs. Baba Vanga has made shocking prophecies for the year 2022. And until now, 2022 has passed, so do the prophecies work or not? Is the world really in her hands? Let's find out together in this video. According to most online newspapers, there are 6 events that Ms. Vanga prophesied will happen in 2022. These are events with global influence, including, firstly, aliens will secretly come to Earth. Second, a deadly virus will appear similar to corona. Third, many parts of the world will experience severe drought. Fourth, locusts will wreak havoc and famine will ensue. Thursday, Asia and Australia will experience severe flooding. And finally, 2022 will be a bad year for India. So let's see if these prophecies are true or not. First, the aliens secretly came to Earth. This prophecy cannot be verified, because there have been many rumors about aliens for a long time. But they come secretly, no one knows to verify if it's true or not. Next came the deadly virus. There seems to be no new virus of concern, other than corona. Next, it is assumed that these 2 prophecies have actually been fulfilled, namely the drought. And that's what happened in Europe in the summer of 2022. In Portugal, people are advised to use limited water. Italy is also experiencing a severe drought, considered the worst since the 1950s. Not only that, many countries in Europe are also suffering from a breathless hot summer in the true sense of the word black, because of the high temperature and no rain. The flood prophecy was also said to have come true. Specifically, in the summer of 2022, many areas in Australia received heavy rain, causing widespread flooding. And hundreds of thousands of people had to be evacuated. Korea also suffered unprecedented historical flooding. So Mrs. Vanga really has a very mysterious ability, can accurately predict many events that will happen decades later, since the year she died, in 1996. But consider, something is not right here. Think about it, if every year Mrs. Vanga makes 5 predictions and it is said that she gave prophecies until 5079, then she has been predicting continuously for about 3,000 years. Every year she gives 5 prophecies, her number of prophecies is 15,000. If you think that she doesn't prophesy every year, then try Google searching for the prophecies of 2021, 2020, 2019 and 2018, you will see that every year the press publishes prophecies Vanga's tried. And usually at least 5 or more prophecies. The question here is whether Mrs. Vanga really prophesied or not. If so, where is it stored, in what ancient book or document? Because according to common sense, when she made a prophecy, someone would have to record it so that the next life could verify whether it was true or not. Surely there must be a record of these prophecies. When we go back to the sources where the newspapers quote the first prophecies of Mrs. Vanga, it is not surprising that the results are the pages that quote the sources from foreign newspapers. But the question is which source, reputable or not? Did the foreign newspaper quote from any book or document? After researching very carefully, we discovered that the first source to publish Vanga's prophecies was the Mirror page, a British tabloid page. And when I entered this original article, I noticed that the author of the article did not quote in any documents about Vanga's prophecies. So is it the author who prophesied, not by Vanga prophesied? For clarity, we are no longer looking for the source of the 2022 prophecies, but instead, we are looking for any original documents that record all of Vanga's prophecies, when she alive or not. And you see, the results are amazing. The famous prophecies about the sinking of the Kursk ship, about the explosion of the Chernobyl nuclear plant, which are said to make Vanga's legendary name, actually Vanga did not prophesy these things. We have searched the newspapers in Bulgarian, Vanga's hometown, in English and Russian, the results show that Ms. Vanga is really not as prophetic as rumored. The rare prophecies attributed to Vanga are found only in the book, A Look at Russia, by author Lyubov Orlov. And some of the prophecies in the book include, in 2010, the Third World War began and ended in 2014. In 2011, fallout will destroy animals and plants in the Northern Hemisphere. In 2014, chemical warfare occurred. In 2016, Europe was almost deserted. But even if the prophecies in this book are most reliable, they are still not true. But relatives of Vanga, when interviewed, confirmed that she did not predict the Third World War or the sinking of the Russian ship Kursk. Besides, there is no real evidence that Vanga prophesied on September 11, the death of Mr. Stalin and the accident at the Chernobyl nuclear plant or most other events. And especially, there is no prophecy for 2022. I don't understand where the journalists get those prophecies and think that Ms. Vanga predicted it. So why do they do that? The main answer is to want more views to make money. As you can see, the theme of prophecy and occultism, especially when put under the name of Mrs. Vanga, always attracts a lot of viewers. And of course it will bring in a lot of money. Now go online to look for prophecies, you will see a lot of prophecies in 2023, also attributed to Vanga. And certainly Vanga did not predicate these things. Because she died 26 years ago. And there are no documents that record what Vanga prophesied. So, 26 years later, how can there be such detailed year-by-year prophecies? Be realistic and use your understanding to not be misinformed. Video ends here. Thank you all for watching and liking it. If you find the video useful, please give us a like and subscribe to the channel to support us. Goodbye and see you again.